Let's go. This is your moment. This is your moment. You better own it. This is Kaz on the radio. If you ready, then let's go. This never been done before. New music, interview, stay tuned, 'cause we gon'.
What's up, everybody? This is your boy Kaz. Welcome to the Podcast Show. Welcome to the Podcast Show. Yo, I'm sorry that we 30 minutes late. We was having some technical difficulties again. I got two guests on here tonight that we're going to be talking about some really good discussion. So before we get into my guest tonight, I want you to hit y'all like, y'all share button, and also turn on your notifications so you can find out when your boy pops up on the Facebook. All right, live. So I have two special guests today. Our guest one is Rakisha from last week. You know, they was talking about, all this stuff about marriages and, the wind was gaining up on me, but I got her, but I brought some backup tonight. So, y'all send Rakisha some likes. If you're a fan of Rakisha, send your likes up there. You know what I'm saying? But I got my boy in the house. My best friend. My dog. My everything. My elementary. My high school. My get up, beat up days. My, when I help him fight I just got my boy. That's my boy, Cedric in the house. Cedric Thomas. That's my boy. Look at that. He in the sky right now behind. I don't know what bridge that is, but that's my boy. Oh, okay. That's what it is. That's what it is. So listen, y'all. Got my boy here. Got my girl Rakisha. I brought some back up tonight because, y'all was going in on, oh my God, y'all was going in last week. So I said, oh, okay, that's how y'all gonna go. I think I forgot her name, Chrissy. She was in the house. Hey, Linda. Chrissy was in the house, and next thing you know, she had her little words to say. But I got some backup for you now, Chrissy. I want you to come on and try to do that tonight. Anyway. No, but listen, we're going to get this show started. I want y'all to, Cedric and Rakisha, I want y'all to really check these videos out. We got a lot to discuss tonight. Again, we running a little late, but that's all right. I'm glad that y'all could come on, man, and, thank y'all for y'all patience. So, this is a crazy video right here now. I don't know who this woman is, but it's sad when you got women out here that just don't care nothing about life, especially life that they brought in this world. And I'm going to play the video. Y'all check this out.
It's a real baby, folks.
A real baby.
They left a baby. Whoever you is, bro, you a low down. You got blood and everything, folks. Somebody left a baby in y'all hallway, boy. On Tyrus, the baby down here in my crib, right here by my house. A baby, G. This bitch brand new, folks. On the G. There's blood and all type of shit, boy.
Phone is dead currently, but that phone number.
Stay right there. They pull up right now.
219
Flag them down.
334.
Oh, this bitch got no body. Let me see this shit crazy. It's a real baby, folks.
A real baby.
They left a baby. I'm trying to make sure it wasn't shorty. Cause she out there with a little girl.
Just wait for them, because they're going to pull them
Yeah, they gonna do that shit.
Store stuff.
Yeah, they're pulling out. It looks like they're pulling out on the wrong side.
So listen, y'all can see what's going on. Oh my God. That when I got that video, I'm like, man, that is insane. That the world we living in, that you leave a baby in the hallway, you just had the baby and left it in the hallway. I mean, y'all, there's more to the story. Go on my page and check it out. You would definitely see what's going on. This next, I mean, Cedric, what do you think about that? Rakisha, what y'all thinking about that?
Man, my thing is there's so many things that you can use to not have a child, right? There's so many precautions to take. I mean, so to bring this child into the world, just leave it like that. That's terrible. That's lower than low. I mean, and people can say whatever they want, but you did not have to bring that child into the world. And there's places that you can take the child to, even after you have it. The fire departments, hospitals. But just to leave it there to live for itself when you know it can't, yeah, that's pretty trifling.
What about you, Rakisha? What do you think?
I think that I agree with Sid. There are so many things that are in place that this situation does not have to happen. And I don't know, the details behind the mom, but this is a very sad situation. And we're talking about, to me, it seems like it's a mom that probably have no hope, probably fearful. But again, there's several things that you can do and several places you can go to drop the baby off, to leave him in a hallway wrapped in a blanket. You could have ran to the hospital, ran to a police station, even knocked on a neighbor's door and had to door to get the baby. So we're dealing with somebody who really doesn't have any hope and probably fearful, but it's not excuses, but it just didn't have to happen this way.
Look, I totally agree with y'all. This is just unacceptable. Speaking of us living in this world, this next video, listen, y'all, it's just, what would you do? And this is just, I want y'all to know, what would you do if you was in the store and this happened? Here we go.
No, he ain't. Somebody need to call the police on him. They need to call the police on him. What the? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Look at him.
Like, what? That's ridiculous. The man's going coughing, no mask on. He in the store coughing on every item that's possibly that he can. Rakisha, what is your thoughts on that one?
So what I would have done, I would have immediately left the store and called the police. I think for somebody who intentionally does things like that, they need to be taken to jail. They do. Like,
really?
If somebody would have came up and punched him in his face, he would have pressed charges. So you don't instill, and what you're doing is inciting fear in people, and you have no regard. So you need to be in jail. You do. You need to be locked up, or somebody need to punch you in your mouth.
Set. What is your?
First of all, that's nasty as all. Right? Everybody know that we deal with this COVID situation. As a matter of fact, I took a test Friday, got my results back today. Pretty slow, but I'm negative, thank God. However, everybody said, yeah, but thank you, man. Thank you. Hopefully we can all stay that way. But everybody know it's hard enough to fight this, this disease, and all these asymptomatic people are walking around. This idiot is probably around here coughing, trying to hurt people. Yeah, I agree. It should be some type of law against that. However, it's probably not at this point, and I don't know what state that individual was in. But if he was close enough, yes.
I mean, it looked like he was in your state, Florida.
I doubt that.
y'all got a lot of them down there. Listen, y'all. Okay. Yeah, I would have probably walked up to the guy and be like, what? I don't know, man. It's just sad. This is sad. Now, this is crazy stuff, but this next video is kind of funny, but it's not funny. I think it was funny, but then again, in a seriously, it is not funny. Like, who would do their daughter like this? They child, period. Here we go.
Hey, get off this thing. I just want to show that dog. Get through that gate! Stop crying, Nana. No. You can't get out right now. No. Lord have mercy. Get your Stop crying, Nana. No. You can't get out right now. No.
Listen, that's not funny, but it's funny. Listen, what man would tell their daughter on top of a car, talking about, stop crying, Nana, get over there? Cedric, bro, what man that you know go jump on the top of the car, leave a child, and holler at the child, talking about, stop crying, Nana, you run over there as a pit bull, dog. Oh.
Well, first of all, it is kind of funny, but it's sad that this dude, is on top of and his daughter, or whoever the young lady is trying to look for some direction, mostly some protection, and he on top of the car. Look, at that point, you got to get bit by the dog to save her, if that's what has to happen, but that's pretty ridiculous. It is comical because this idiot is on top of a car. He can't help her at all.
So we got Minister Tamika Lindo here to go read the comments. Minister Tamika Patrick Walker said he needed his behind whip. Rakisha, what is your view on that, Rakisha? If you was married and you find out later in the video your husband did that to your daughter, what would your reaction be?
Listen, as a mother, if that was my kid's father on top of that car, and my baby girl was down at the bottom, like, she's never. I have lost all trust that you will protect my child from any situation.
Not only your child, you too.
I thought it was funny at first, but then when I saw the actual video, my first question was, where did the little girl go? He was crying. He's telling her, stop crying. What? I lost all trust that you can protect my child.
He on the top of a car hollering at the daughter.
That is ridiculous. And, my child not going nowhere with you no more. Don't hold fatherhood away because you failed tremendously.
That is so.
Try to jump back down or even try to lift your hand to pull the baby up to the car. You didn't even do that.
That is so sad. That is sad.
She does need to get her gate fixed. Get your gate fixed, ma'am. Because that's a lawsuit waiting to happen. And Dad lost all his fatherhood card. Give it up.
Yeah, get a new daddy too while you're at it. Get another daddy.
Last video. It's going to be a funny video, Ray. I like to make this funny, though. Here we go, y'all. Rakisha, Cedric, you're married. If your wife did this to you, Cedric, what would you do? But I'm going to go here, Cedric, so you be, So you be spotlighted on this one. What would you do? And I know you very well. Here we go.
The fuck? What the fuck is this? What the? Oh my God, you got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. I'm telling you right now. Nisha. What you shouldn't ask me for? Nisha! The fuck up! The fuck up, man. What would you? What the fuck is this, man? This better not be no shit all on my face and none of this shit, man. Look, I'm on the man. What the fuck is this? This like, man, this better not be. Man, this better be a prank, man. I'm telling you right now, I'm about to flip out.
Where did Doodoo come from?
This shit everywhere on my face, man. This shit nasty as fuck, Nisha.
Where did that come
What
from?
the fuck is this?
Oh, Doodoo!
What the fuck is this? I know you got shit on. You got shit on your ass.
Look at his face.
Oh my God, man. What the fuck is this doing, man?
I
This shit on your motherfucking face. Nobody can pull my face. Yo!
sorry. I did not do like that.
You do it on my motherfucking shit. Don't make sense. Why would you do it on the bed? Oh my God.
I
What you sick? You sick? You fucked up on the inside. The fuck? Damn. You on bed? I'm fucked up right now. My face got shit all over. The fuck? Corny ass. Fucking your problems. This nasty ass shit. Damn. The fuck? Oh my God.
Sandra, what would happen if to...
Don't do that to your man, please. Don't do that to your man. That ain't even a practical joke there, you know what I'm saying? Because what you have done to us, you have shook our confidence totally to be able to sleep in the same bed with you, knowing that those type of things.
Oh, God.
Don't do that. That's not a practical joke, right? You know what I'm saying? He never gonna be the same, you know? Hey, listen, an intimate moment gonna be long awaited if that happens, you know. We can't deal with that. No, that's just wrong. It was funny, but it was definitely wrong.
Rakisha, what is your thought? What would you do if your husband, if you was married, and he did that to you?
Wait a minute. I don't know what I would do. Listen, he did. I think he handled it very well. I think he did an excellent job. I don't think I would have been that calm. I couldn't see myself being that calm if I was on the other end. But this video was definitely like one of the funniest videos ever. And I just love the way he turned into DMX.
Yo, he got that voice of DMX like crazy. What you do?
I don't know. I think he did I think he did an excellent job in how he handled it. I wouldn't have been that calm. Oh no.
I don't know that girl. Woo! Listen, let's talk about your boy Andrew Gillum.
And you know how I am about this.
Listen, let's talk about this right here.
The truth is that, Cameron, everyone believes the absolute worst about that day. At this stage, I don't have anything else to have to conceal. I literally got broken down to my most bare place, to the place where I wasn't even sure that I wanted to live, not because of what I had done, but because of everything that was being said about me. What was most hurtful was this belief that I was somehow living a lie in my marriage and in my family. That was the most hurtful to me because I believe we're all entitled to mistakes. And I believe we're entitled to those mistakes without having every other respectable and redeeming part of our lives invalidated. And I felt like the love that I have between my wife and I, my family, but most important, the authenticity that I tried to lead with was all in question at this point. And not even in question anymore. Something else had been assumed about that. And to be honest with you, you didn't ask the question. You put it out there is whether or not I identify as gay. And the answer is I don't identify as gay, but I do identify as bisexual. And that is something that I have never shared.
Okay. I need to know what's the difference between gay and bisexual. Because
before we get started on that question, see, listen. You know, let me just put it out there. Some people may not know, but I have been an elected official. I know Andrew personally, big supporter of him over the years. Still a big supporter of him now.
Wait a minute, you know him personally?
I do know him personally.
Oh, my bad.
Right, but that's okay. That's okay because we need to really talk about this. Now, the first thing I got to say is, I don't know what it is to identify as bisexual because I'm heterosexual, right? But this is my thing, right? Whatever a husband and a wife decide that they want to tolerate or deal with inside of their, relationship, I don't really think it's any of our business, right? Now, to speak to the man, Andrew Gillum, or about the man, Andrew Gillum, which he is a man that I know. He's a man of high integrity. He's a man of
integrity.
Great wealth.
Integrity.
Yeah, he listen. It's not our business what he did sexually, right? If you listen to the interview now, I did not know that what his agreement or what his conversation was with his wife prior to marrying RJ.
Okay, well, there. Let's play her video.
Said you would not have married him if you knew that
I wasn't sure.
You've said that you would not have married him if you knew that
I wasn't sure. That a decision to choose you and say yes on the basis of knowing that it's our decision together as all couples, millions of people watching that we don't know you. We don't know your stories. I mean, there are couples who have open marriages. There are couples who all kind of different covenants with one another that everybody else doesn't know. And at the point where you have to reveal your covenant to the world to then be criticized or questioned with good intentions or bad, that's a lot of pressure. And so I've told him before that, saying yes was solely about me and you. It wasn't about me, you, and the world. So I don't know. Someone has asked before would you have made a different decision, and I had to say I don't know. I think perhaps being as young as we were, I wasn't 30 yet, I may have said no because at that age I know I wouldn't have had the maturity to say, while I'm privately okay with this, I don't know that I have the strength to continually defend our relationship, our marriage to anyone who doesn't understand.
Okay, so she basically saying that it was a conversation.
Yeah, she knew, right?
About this.
This is my thing, right? That's a lot of pressure. Being an elected person and your wife has to deal with some of the stuff that comes out, that's tough on her. So I think RJ was graceful, and I think I got the utmost respect for her for standing by her union. But this is my thing, man. As black folk especially, we got to stop being so hypocritical, right? So this is my thing. How many times have black couples had menage a trois or threesomes or whatever else it is, and that's what they sexually, right? I'm a firm believer, although I am heterosexual, I'm a firm believer in that, whatever you do, is your business like that. What I am saying is he came within a half a percentage point of being the first black governor, and I think that he will be, respected. He's just getting started in politics. I think he'll be back. But, I have a hard time with the way that we kind of, crucify, each other for the things that we got. Half of us got way more stuff that's way worse than that, happened. He was honest with his wife. And he came out and not that it was any of our business, but he publicly stated, what his, sexual orientation was. I mean, and that's his business. You know what I think? I think he ought to get on the next ballot and help us create some of the issues we got in Florida. That's what I think about it.
Rakisha, you up?
So, I think that if you are I don't do politics at all. I don't like politics, but I do feel if you're a public official that you give people the right, and your personal life is on the forefront. So you do give people the right to judge, not to judge, but to have an opinion about what you do, especially if you become public with it. Now, I don't know the situation of how it came about or how it came out, or whether he just let it out because he is a public official. But people are going to have opinions, and you need to prepare yourself for it. I think that his wife, her response was a very careful response. I don't judge anybody because I don't have a heaven or hell to put them in. So I don't judge. I just don't have an opinion about that. I think it's messy. I think as a wife, my answer would be no. I don't think nobody should want to share their husband with anybody. So, it's just a messy situation when those things come out. And as a young woman, she said she was in her 20s. I think that if the conversation was had before they got married,
she probably wouldn't have married him.
She probably would not have. But now that she's in it, and now that she has to be careful, I thought she gave a very careful answer.
Well, the only thing I disagree with you on, Ms. Fowler, on that is that as an elected official, you give the right for people to get into your personal life. I don't think you ever give the right. Now, I was a city commissioner for 9 years, right? And yeah, there were things that people did get into, that were my personal life, but I was okay with that, right? However, that just because you be a public servant don't give you the right to be in anybody's personal life. I've been a police officer. It don't give people a right to dig into my life just because, or my personal life, just because, I'm a public, servant, and just a little bit of background, how that got out was a person that he was in a hotel room with down in Miami a year or so ago, took a picture of him without his consent, as he stated in the interview, and decided that they wanted to share that for whatever reason they wanted to share it, with. When you dig into somebody's personal life, especially behind a keyboard, or a photo or online, and you're trying to destroy a person with 3 kids and not taking into what that's going to do to them because they did something personally. He didn't go on personally, like on TV, and do something that he did whatever he did, and I'm not judging it, no matter what he did inside of that particular room. He did whatever he did privately in that particular room, and a person took advantage of him, doing that, So, I mean, whether we think it's morally wrong or not, we don't know what his agreement was with his spouse. We don't know what, goes on behind that. And, I just think it's a travesty because that's what we do to each other for some reason. We do so many other things and we never, ever look at what we do in our own particular lives. That could be, worse than that. He wouldn't even have to do that if we wouldn't shine this sight of shame on people for just wanting to be, who they are.
So let me ask you a question, Cedric.
Who was gay? I had a cousin who was gay, and I know how my family treated that particular, cousin and the spouse of that cousin, and it was terrible. It was just terrible. So we've been doing that, especially in the Black community, a long time. Go ahead, Carney. I didn't hear what you were saying.
Well, give me a chance to reply. So go ahead.
Go ahead.
So I just want to reply to, I understand what you're saying. Nobody does have the right to pry into anyone's personal life. The only thing I'm saying is that if you are in politics, running for office or anything, you know that comes with the territory. That's what people want to do, dig into your personal life to see what they can get out. And once it's out there, all I'm saying is once it's out there, it's out there. So then you can't say, make it seem like you're the victim, in which he was victimized because the picture was posted. But you have to take, if you knew that was part of your life, then why wait until you're exposed to bring it out? Why not have it in the forefront? So if the dude picture did come up, wouldn't nobody have nothing to say because you've already let the public know. But when
Miss Fowler, but it's so if I don't like monkeys, but I'm finna say this: if I wanted to have monkeys in my bedroom with my significant other, my wife, whoever I'm having this with, it is really nobody's business, right? It's your sexual thing that you're doing. Why do I have to come out and say I like having sex with animals before somebody finds, out about it? Nobody should be digging into my sexual, life. And had that person not broken his trust and put that picture out, we still wouldn't know. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is because you have this stuff that's called revenge porn where couples, have sex or whatever and video it. And if you break up and you send that out, that's a crime in Florida, right? You let other people see that, that's a crime in Florida, right? My problem with that is, he was a victim twice, So my thing of it is, would it have been a problem if he was with a woman? Would anybody have said that big of a thing?
Yes.
If he was, a woman?
Yes.
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 Yes. Every day, yes. It was ever, and you're right in the aspect of saying that it's nobody's business what go on in your bedroom. It's not anybody's business. However, when you know that there's a possibility, we're not talking about an incident. We're talking about a lifestyle that he's practicing. And if this is his lifestyle, then it's going to be exposed eventually because you have people that are looking for it. We're not talking about an incident. We're not talking about something that he could say, oh, that was, in the past. I'm not involved in that. But this is your lifestyle. And if this is your lifestyle and you're running for a public office, those things are going to be found out. So why not be
if I'm married to you, do I have to put our lifestyle out?
I'm sorry?
So if I'm married to you, Miss Fowler, and you're not Miss Fowler, you're Mrs. Thomas, and I'm embarking up on a campaign, or you're embarking up upon a campaign, should you just go out and say, listen, I just want y'all to know that I'm okay with my husband, having sex with somebody else, or should I say I'm okay with my wife having sex with somebody else? Do I have to just preempt and just put that out there when it's really nobody's business? I mean, I think it's easy for us to look at it Monday morning quarterbacking and saying this is what should be done, but it's more to it than that. They have 3 kids, they have a life. This man has been a staple and is still a staple as far as I'm concerned in the political realm in terms of what we're able to do. Now it's racially done in my opinion because there are plenty gay or lesbian individuals who do public things, and we just look over those things. You got Ellen, who is out. Everybody loves her. It's not a big deal. You got the other thing, like with Will Smith and Jada and all of those things, and the rumors have been swirling for years and years, but they still get through it, or they still do what it is. I think that we got to take the shame off of what a person does. I may not condone whatever a person is doing, but I dang sure don't think I have the right to judge and say because you want to serve us, you have to tell us everything about you, right? I just don't feel like that we should have to do that.
So, Cedric, are you saying it because that's your friend?
No.
Are you saying all these great things because y'all personally know each other?
No.
Because
that's why I put it out there beforehand.
So, do you think he was wrong?
I do not think he was wrong, unless he violated some covenant that he had with his wife, right? And I still don't think it's our business, even if he did that. But if you said, do I think it was wrong that he was sleeping with somebody else and did not have the permission or did not have the understanding of his marriage or whatever his institution is? I think that's between him and his wife how they deal with that. I don't think that we as a people deserve to just continuously crucify him when we do things too. It just has not been publicly stated. You know? I don't think I'm being unreasonable by saying that, because there are politicians that are gay, that are lesbian. You know, we look at all of these people, talk show hosts. We look at all of these people who have, you know, a lifestyle, and you know, I guess people accept Don Lemon. I guess people accept some of these, you know, other people. But what I'm saying is, this is a special talent. He has a gift to serve, and I just believe that. You got a president who said some of the most vile things and who's done some of the most vile things, but he's still the president of our country, right? He's the president of our country. And people are looking that he might get reelected, but you got a dude who made a bad decision that it seems he made a bad decision. And it's like, we just like, oh man, this is so terrible. I just don't agree with that narrative.
So are you going to vote for president since he just just the president?
I would not be voting for Trump. I would not be voting for Trump. However, look. So Biden, you know, they say was a little touchy-feely. You know, I mean, there was rumors that, you know, he touched and
but they gave him the beef. They gave him the beef too.
That's what I'm saying. It's not the fact that he's prejudged, or maybe people do judge him, but all I'm saying is the fact that if you know that this is a lifestyle that you're living, and when you're in the public things, I mean, you're a political official, things are going to be found out. People live to do those things. So that's not nothing new. Yep. And that's why I said I don't really get into the political life. And we all have things in our closet that we would never want leaked. Me, myself, you know, everybody has something that they would rather maintain privately. However, somebody did betray his trust. But all I'm saying is, in things like that you perceive to be a lifestyle is more, to me, it seems to be more proactive than reactive. Because reacting something, going off your emotions, you got to get the whole gamut together, where you and your wife could have made a stand and said, you know, this is the lifestyle that we practice. But at the end of the day, again, the people are going to speak. I don't know if they're voting or whether he's in office now or not.
He's not running now, but I believe he should. And I believe that because our community and because the LGBT community has risen to the top of our political clearinghouses, I believe that he's going to have an opportunity to do that again. My thing is, it's just a slippery slope, right? So should I also say, well, I'm a pescatarian, or I'm a vegetarian, or I like eating, armadillo? Or it's just like, once you start to say, you know, you have to just say everything that you might not be comfortable with. It's highlighted because it's sexual, and it seems like it's scandalous, or it's a scandal. At this point, it's like, okay, that's the only thing that we, are going to be remembered by. Not all of the stuff that he did that was great, like getting elected as the youngest person in the state of Florida at 23 for a capital city, for being a young black boy who graduated, who was able to market and move things on. It's just like our whole life's work gets erased based on that, right? So this is my thing. What I'm saying is, we got to start having more of these conversations, and we got to start taking the stigma, off of that. All of us know somebody who has an alternative lifestyle. Mm-hmm. All of us know, somebody with it. And some of these people we know and love. Like I said, my cousin was openly gay, and for whatever reason that she was openly gay, my family, and I'm embarrassed to say that my family didn't, embrace her the way that I think that we should have. She's since, have died. But what I'm saying is that person needs to be able to live their true them, whatever it may be. And from the looks and the eyes of RJ Gillum, it looks like, whatever decision that they're making to do, it looks like it's two people that love each other. And that's what I feel, is more important. It's more important. Now, does it on me a little heavy because I personally know him? Yes, but I'm not embarrassed of my support for him. I'm not embarrassed of the admiration that I have for him. I've been in this realm of politics, and I know how dirty and nasty it can be. Just all I'm saying is it's a slippery slope when people start going down saying, well, you need to be the person that I think you ought to be, because of what we're going through. And I'm saying we do give other races a pass like we don't our own. We do. We okay with that. We look over, all things. I'm saying that we should, because in our community we have bisexual and gay and lesbian. We have all of that, Now
we do.
Say that again.
I said yes, we do.
We do. We have that, we have that, And I mean, I think all of us have been a victim of not wanting our family members to be heard or us to be heard. So I mean, I'm pretty sure it's a lot of closet people. That's where the name came from, closet. Because they're attacked and they're not just emotionally or attacked, through bad things online or whatever. But a lot of them are physically, attacked just for wanting to be whoever, they are. I love chicken. That's could be a problem too, So down there, because all of us have something that we are or we like that somebody else is against. And I just don't think we should be that judgmental, because it will eventually open up Pandora's box.
Well, there you have it, y'all. You have your opinion matters right there. So you have two people that opinions matter. So, you got it on both sides, the woman's side and the man's side. So, this is the end of our show right here. We got to read our confession letter, and I need y'all to help your brother because they want y'all advice on this letter that I've been getting. This time, this person decided, they said they don't mind that their name is been said. So here we go. Listen. Hi, my name is Pat, and I live in Atlanta. My boyfriend is incarcerated. I've been taking care of his teenager daughter since he's been incarcerated. He went to jail when his daughter was 14. 2 years later, his mother passed away from cancer. So I took her into my home, and I'm still taking care of her. She is 19 and very disrespectful. She doesn't respect my privacy nor my home. She has all types of guys coming in and out of my house when I'm at work. Recently, I was at work and received a call from the police department that someone had broken into my house and stole my TV, laptop, microwave, and my jewelry. I was so angry. So I decided to talk to her father about her, and he was really angry at me because he thinks I don't like her and I don't want her there. I actually don't want her there. But I'm tired of taking care of a 19-year-old who doesn't respect me. She's an adult. I questioned her about the break-in, and she said she was at a friend's house. I honestly believe she has something to do with my house being broken into. I am trying so hard not to walk away from both situations because I understand that she lost her mother and she's acting out. I don't know what to do. What is your advice? Rakisha, this is a young lady. Her mother passed, her dad is in jail.
So she was living with the mom, and then she passed away.
Yes. And his girlfriend took her in.
But she said she was helping take care of her since he's been locked up.
Yes.
That's where she went wrong.
So what's
Because
your?
this is from my opinion, that's where she went wrong. If
Mm-hmm.
he's locked up, that child was never her responsibility. And so she stepped in and took her, and I guess she's been a good Samaritan or whatever the case may be. I'm not sure what the other girl's family was like. But for my opinion, if he went, anybody, I don't, unless, and I say this all the time, unless a person, I always have these, if you go to jail, this is me, if you go to jail for foolery, then when you go to jail, the relationship is over. And that's including your child, especially if she has a mother. So now the mother passes away and she took the child in, and now she's 19 and disrespectful. She gotta go. She gotta go. I tell my own children, you will have to leave my home before you disturb my peace, because my home is my peace. And I work hard, and you will have to go. At 19, if you causing that much ruckus and you disrespectful and you can't live here, it's time for you to go. And we don't have to be mean about it, but I'll sit down and I'll talk to you and I'll love you through the process. I'll even help you find somewhere for you to go. But you won't disturb my peace, because at this point, you know everything. And at 19, we think we do, because I remember when I was 19, we thought we knew everything. And so, yeah.
Okay. Cedric?
Well, I mean, I look at it a couple different ways. First of all, I agree totally, with Ms. Fowler on that you're not disturbing my peace, right? I think that it was admirable for the young lady to still take care of this child that she didn't have a responsibility for, and to keep her until she was 19. But in most states in this country, at 18, you're considered an adult, right?
Grown.
And if you ain't down with the rules that's at that house, it's definitely time for you to go. It's definitely time to go, and you should go. Now, I don't know what other response that she can be looking for. She's 19. She's 19. And if she think that her house is broken into because of this young lady, that's definitely a no-no, right? So I think she should say, hey, it ain't working out for you here. You go ahead and see what life has to offer for you out there. So I agree with Ms. Fowler on this one. It's time to go. And the individual who was reckless and got locked up and left her, with this responsibility, I think also has, some fault in this matter.
Okay. So I agree with you both, and I disagree. One, I think Ms. Fowler was saying that that's not her responsibility, so she shouldn't have took that responsibility, on. Let me tell you why I think I disagree with that, Rakisha. One, if me and you was in a relationship and we've been together, I don't know how many years they've been together, and I happen to be driving and I'm in the car with some friends and I have to get pulled over and finds out my friends got all kinds of cocaine in their pocket, never knew, I end up going to jail because of somebody mistakenly. Now, I'm asking my girlfriend, I'm like, hey, babe, look, I'm going to need you to, take care of my daughter, whatever that. And usually it always pans out that depends how close y'all live in a relationship. The girl always say, baby, I got you. I'm going to hold you down, whatever, blah, 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 and decides to take on that responsibility. So that's why I said I kind of, disagree with you, because you never know what the situation is about how he went to jail and what he went to jail for. Not saying that that's what he went to jail for, but you just never know that situation.
Okay.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And you have a lot of women who put themselves in that position And I think they doing it as being loyal. But here's the thing. And I always say this, unless he went to jail for some type of defending his family, defending his child, whatever the issue may be, then yes, I will support him through that.
Okay.
But if for any other stupid reason and reasons that you had control over, I'm not gonna be loyal here trying to make it while you inside. Even though you're inside, you still know where your head is gonna be laid. You still know what you're gonna eat at night. You still know you're gonna have some clothes to put on in the morning. I don't know. I'm not gonna commit myself to somebody who is on the inside, especially commit to take care of their child. I just wouldn't commit as me. I wouldn't commit to that. And
Okay.
because I'm probably a little bit wiser now, and I'm just not going to do that. And so the situation may be that yes, why? But I think that women are always so loyal to jump in there and say, I got his back, this, that, and the other. And when you gonna have your own back?
But what's wrong with that though?
You gonna have your own back.
What's wrong with women being so loyal?
What's wrong with because you have to be loyal to you. So I'm not saying that she had to sacrifice a lot, but she has. She has this girl from being loyal. The end result is this girl and she's troubled, I'm pretty sure, because she lost her mother.
Mm-hmm.
She probably needs some type of counseling.
Yes.
She probably, and we always think, some females, we always think that we can come in and save the child because this man was, there's nothing wrong with being loyal. It's just what you're being loyal to. Because you have to think about, was this man being loyal when he went out here and made the decisions that he made to get himself where he is? Mm-hmm. Again, if it's not from we all know that there's circumstances of why, depending on the circumstances of why he's locked up. But the end result is when she's going to be loyal to her. And then you're going to call him and he's going to tell, she's been taking care of this girl all this time. And now you're going to call him and she's going to be mad, and he's going to be mad at her saying, you just don't want her there? No, I don't want her there. She's disturbing my peace. She's disrespectful, and my house has gotten broken into. I don't want her there.
So that's why she said what kind of decision she should make, between leaving the both of the situation. Yeah.
It's just so many scenarios that you get yourself into. And I may be a little harsh, and I may.
Oh yeah, you are very hard now, brother. Jeez, very hard.
But it is. When are you going to take care of yourself?
Well, first let me say this: if you get locked up, call Cedric Thomas Bell, boss, and I'll get you out. I just want to plug in. But back to the topic. Miss Paul, I gotta say this now. That's very hard on him. What brother have hope if he get into a little trouble and he knows that you ain't gonna be there no more? What I mean, so okay. And I know it's Carnell's show. I don't want to take over the show, but what I'm asking is, what happens if that was you that was locked up? Would you want him just to turn, his back on you because you got locked up for something?
So, I probably wouldn't. I probably wouldn't. Honestly, I probably would not. But that's his choice, right? But we have choices. And my choice would be, you may want to stick by my side. Just understand, if we're together in a relationship, you get locked up, I'm not staying. I'm not. I'm not going to put my life on hold
But you would want him to stay if it was you.
He has a choice. That's all I'm saying, is people have choices. And their choices, again, and children suffer the sins of their parents.
They do.
And that's if he decides to stay with me, that's his choice. I'm saying my choice, regardless of outside of what I want or what he wants, my choice would be not to stay. And honestly, anybody I talk to, anybody I'm in a relationship with, understands that is Rakisha's point. I put all this in the beginning. The guy I'm dating now, we had this conversation in the beginning. Listen, if something happened, but I'm being honest. I do. I put it out there because I don't want you to think that you can go out here and make decisions that got you locked up that didn't have anything to do with me, or you weren't thinking of the outcome of what you were doing.
I think
you just living life, you get locked up. I'm supposed to stop living my life, not be with somebody. go up there and visit you and wait in line and get. I'm not.
I think you're just saying that now because you're dating him in the beginning, but let some years get involved in that. Let some quality time and stuff that you got to lose get involved. I think you'll change your mindset because you put so much time in a person, you're just not going to walk away from like that.
Yes, you can. You can listen. You talking about somebody?
I disagree with that.
You cannot say that. You cannot say that. Your time, you get locked up again. You know where your meals are coming from. You know where the roof over your head. You know where you're going to use the bathroom. You know what you're going to eat. You get locked up. I'm left out here to what? If we built something together, I'm left out here to have to defend all of that for myself.
But what is wrong with that? That's when the loyalty of a woman comes in, right?
That's a lie. No, that's not when the loyalty of a woman comes in.
What?
Because the loyalty of a man should have been do whatever he needed to not get his behind in jail.
But men make mistakes.
With all of that. But if he gets up and get locked up, this is my point. My point is you saying that, hey, he has a decision. He has a choice, in this. You choosing that you're not going to stay, but you hoping that he'll choose that he will stay.
I didn't say that. I said I wouldn't know what I want because my goal is to stay out of jail at all costs.
That's everybody's goal.
No, it's not. No, you can't say that it's everybody's goal. Some people get in the jail and they would rather be in jail than be in the world because that's what they've got accustomed to. It's hard for people to come out, and I know personally, hard for people to come out. They can't, depending on how long they've been locked up, it's hard for them to get accustomed to this world. Or they think that things ain't gonna change, and they come out here and make the same mistakes.
So what does the loyalty come in? Like, how do you show loyalty to this guy that you're with? I hope he's not watching this show, because he gonna feel real.
I want him to watch. He can
watch. I know you reiterated that. You made me scared. So I'm like, how do you show loyalty to him, knowing that if he mess up some type of way, that it ain't irretrievably broken. He'll be able to manage. How do you show loyalty?
Here's the thing. When we go back to saying showing loyalty, I am going to show loyalty to my family that's here, my children. I show loyalty to my God, and I will show loyalty to myself, and that will show loyalty to my man when he's here. Not up when he's here. When we're together, building something together, he'll never have to worry because I will have his back. We will build together. I will support him in what he want to do. What I will not support is his foolishness. Again,
so Wanda said,
something happens and he goes out here and he's defending his children, he's defending his family, and he gets locked up behind that. Without a doubt, I will support him. Without a doubt. And I said that before. I will support him.
So Wanda said, wow. I want to know what she mean about wow. Is she's on the woman's side or the man's side? So Wanda, let's hear your thoughts on this. Wanda. So let me jump into this loyalty thing. So Keisha, if a man cheated on you, if y'all was in a relationship or married, if he cheated on you, right? Let's go with the marriage part. Let's take it to a step. If y'all was married and he cheated on you, and y'all had years in this marriage, as a spiritual woman, do you just leave him because he cheated, or you go to counseling and try to save your marriage?
I would try to save my marriage.
Why?
Because I made a commitment to him and to God.
So if he went to jail, would you save your marriage?
If I was dependent on why he was. It depends on why he went to jail.
Sandra, I need you. Go ahead, Sandra.
Listen, because I like this father. I like this. Cool, but this is my problem. I just think that's just very harsh. Like, people make mistakes. Now, I've if I'm with somebody, you know, or you know, if my wife went to jail or does something like that, but I just be like, okay, but in a way I agree, right? If she went to jail for prostitution, I ain't with her no more, right? But if she went to jail because she had some tickets or that's something different. I get it. What I'm saying is, but if you marry, shit, you try to work through those things since you made that commitment. If that's what you said, since you made the commitment to God.
We got this comment right here. So Sawanda says, I'm trying to bring you in. So Sawanda says, my uncle went to jail and his wife stood by his side and waited for him to be released. She proved that there is loyalty and love. She wasn't in a situationship, but a love ship. Whoa, that's okay.
That's fine. That's fine. That's her choice. All I'm saying is you have the choice. That's her choice. I'm not gonna be again, and we don't know what her uncle went to jail for. Again, right? I'm not going to sit by and suffer by myself and make a choice to. And again, we're not. This in marriage is different. But again, for me, my choice is depending on what he went to jail for. If you went out to jail because you just started acting a fool or whatever, if you know what I'm saying, it's not like it depends on what he went to jail for. That's all I can say.
So if he went to jail and killed somebody by defending himself or his family, and had to go to jail for that, manslaughter, whatever, would you still stay with him?
I said that, yes. I said in the beginning, if he goes to jail for defending his family for something like that, yes, I will stay. But if he goes to jail for foolishness, I'm out here for gang banging, for drugs, for drunk driving.
So you're not truly loyal to him. You just half loyal.
You said what?
You're not truly loyal to him. You just half loyal.
If he's not my husband.
If he was your husband.
Listen to what I'm saying. I'm going to be loyal to what I have to do to stay out here and make it. And that's not going to include me. I don't even know if my kid's father went to jail, would I have taken them to see him. I don't even know if I would have did that. I don't know. He never had to go to jail that long, so I'm not sure. But what I'm saying is where I am in my life right now.
Your kid's father went to jail?
But not long. Like he didn't do no years.
But did he do something illegal?
Yeah.
And you stayed with him?
Yeah.
What?
But y'all not listening to what I'm saying.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm missing something.
Number one, he didn't go for that long because the letter is talking about years. I'm talking about a couple weeks or a couple months. And I'm talking about when he went in, I was good. I didn't have to worry about nothing. Those were my kids, so I was taking care of him. I was taking care of them. And I didn't have to worry about anything because he made sure that while he was gone, I was able to hold everything down. That's the difference.
But the letter never said nothing about years. They never said anything. It never said how long he went to jail.
He said the child was 14.
Yeah, it said the child was, I've been taking care of his teenager daughter since he's been incarcerated. He went to jail when his daughter was 14. 2 years later, his mother passed away from cancer.
See, he said his mother, not her mother.
Well, I'm sorry, I said his mother. I'm sorry, her mother, but that was me wrong.
Right.
Yeah. And she's 19. A couple of years?
5 years.
A couple of years?
Listen, everybody have choices. People can say I'm harsh. People can say what? My choice is I'm not going to be loyal to somebody or keep the loyalty to somebody who didn't. To me, if you get locked up for foolishness, where was your loyalty to stay out with his family?
Well, Rakisha,
your loyalty in making sure that you are around to take care of your daughter. Where's your loyalty in that?
Okay, Cedric. Last point, Cedric.
Listen, I tend to agree with her just on the point of you should try to do everything you can to make sure that you're not taking away your ability to take care of your family and see your child. However, if something comes up, I definitely believe that you should, be there, to support them. People make mistakes, right? Like we said video earlier, and you said dude coughing all there, well, you might would have to punch him in his face. Now, you would have got locked up for something real quick, you would expect him to either call somebody and get you out, or, if you have to do that little 60-day bid for simple battery, you would expect him to be there. I'm saying things like that pop up, and a man should be able to feel comfortable that as long as he's not making it a lifestyle or a practice of going in and out of jail, that Miss Fowler would be there for him when he returns.
I said that. Again, y'all make these little...
No, yeah, you did say that.
I said if it's not a long-standing period of time and it was for something like that, yes, I'm staying there. I'm not going to just bid. But when you're talking about years, and you're asking me to take care of your daughter, and you're asking me to do all those things, my choice is no, I'm not.
Gotcha.
If it's for years and depending on what he went to. Now, if you tell me that, if I found out that man, my whole position would change if he said, he went to jail because somebody was violating his child, somebody violated his mother, somebody violated this, and they ended up in a situation that caused him to be, I said, I'm sticking up. I am.
Even if it's for a long period of time?
Yes, I'm sticking it. That's what I'm saying. I think y'all was missing that part. I said I'm sticking it out. But if it was something foolishness that he's not even, that he knew the outcome could be years and years and years, why should I waste my time, my years, being loyal to somebody who, when he was out, wasn't thinking about his loyalty to us to get him in that position?
Well, I guess that, that goes back to Andrew Gilliam. He wasn't loyal.
No, man, come on now, man.
We ain't going there. That's a joke, man. That's a joke. Hey, listen, we got Chris in house. Chris, you late, but that's all right. Thank you for showing up, my brother. Listen, y'all, I just want y'all to look. We out of time. I'm past my hour. Yo, I appreciate y'all, Cedric. I appreciate you, Rakisha. Thank y'all for coming on the podcast and talking about issues and talk about loyalty, women loyalty, man loyalty. Look, good conversation. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. I really do. Chris said, no. Yeah, Chris, we got to go, man. We got to go, my brother. Hey, Cedric. Let me put Cedric on here. Thank you, my brother.
Hey, man, I appreciate it. Anytime. I had a lot of fun, and I'd love to do it again sometime. Nice talking with you, Mr. Fowler. I appreciate it. Good time with you.
You too, Mr. Thomas. All right, now my text messages are going on.
Yeah, see. All right, Seth. Listen, I'm going to holler at y'all later. Thank y'all. Listen, y'all share this. Y'all like this. That's all here. Look, see me next week on Tuesday at 7 o'clock with your boy on the pod. All right, thank y'all. And y'all go cop my girl single, Tynette Daniels. Here we go. We out.
I was hurt.